Series starts tonight. Unfortunately, the Braves won't be there, but that's no shade because we had a great run. It was so awesome to celebrate them in that way. Today, the Braves manager admitted he wasn't sure there would even be a season once COVID-19 threw everything into question.
Because I was skeptical. I didn't think this thing going to get off the ground, quite honestly. I think that it took about 2 weeks of that second camp for the players to kind of register too, because I was worried that they weren't taking it serious in the beginning and something was going to happen and they weren't intensifying their workouts and somebody get hurt. But as we got on, it was like, well, boys, this thing's real, so we better get after it. And then the obstacles that we had to overcome during the course of this season, it's phenomenal to get to the NLCS. Unbelievable. And what a great experience for these guys.
Snitker said the first player he saw when the team got back into town, injured pitcher Mike Soroka, who told the manager he is already excited for next year.